nothing that I said is wrong. Everything that I said can be backed up with actual reality. Reality. If the majority, the vast majority, because the majority is 51%, we're between 68 and 72%. The odds are not in our favor when it comes to this stuff. You can't just take a chance and hope for the best, Jen. These men are counting on you to take a chance and hope for the best and want you to swallow the bullshit they give you that you're the special one. They want to appeal to your ego, but just look at the numbers. Look at your friends. Look at everyone around you. Look what they do. They do it over and over and over again. And the only tragedy, well, there's plenty of tragedies, but the biggest tragedy is that Black women remain perpetually surprised that these men continue to do what they do. They've been doing this, and we continue to be perpetually surprised. When are we going to stop being surprised?
You got the whole room quiet. Nobody, Jamaica, Queens, Goddess, anybody? Anybody below?
No, because I agree with all her
When that, yeah,
sentiments. I
yeah, I
just
agree.
feel like
I
it's
agree.
just more of an investment on my end. I feel like that's what they're doing. If they can't get any, just the aesthetics, the looks or whatever, just to say I had a good looking baby mama, if that's all they can get out of you, then you are the investment. That is, that baby that you have is investment for him. So that's just my stance on it too. So yeah, Jen, just you a smart girl. You know
I
what you're
don't.
doing.
Can we? I don't want to make this no more about me. Let's
Uh,
talk about in
no, no, no,
general,
you
y'all.
fine. Well,
Yeah,
you
yeah. Let's
fine. We
talk
all
about
been
in
there.
general because
We
I
all been
never
there with our
really.
ovaries. I think about a baby too, baby. So
Yeah,
I
but I
mean,
ain't never had
yeah.
issues in
Yeah.
relationships. You know what I mean? Like I never had issues in relationships. I'm the one that left. Like I never had and I dated nothing but black men, married a black
Right.
man,
But women need to
and
be
they were
honest
good. They
like
were good
you
black men.
and
Yeah, they were
vulnerable in
good.
a way like that, and they just act like they're just so above on this fucking app. I know I have cuss bitches out on here too before, but at the same time, I have my vulnerable moments too, and I just kind of, but like people, they'll take it for granted and talk shit or
I was
whatever,
just trying to
and
be open with y'all what I got
yeah,
going on in my life. Usually I don't talk
you
about
good,
my
you
relationships.
good,
Like, you know what I mean? And because
but it's normal,
I don't really need, like, I honestly
yeah.
really don't need, hold on. I really don't, because I'm going to do what I want to do regardless. But, it sometimes, I just really wanted to share this because it's what I got going on right now. Like, I'm
I'm
planning
glad
on,
you
I'm planning
did.
on, yeah,
I'm
I'm
glad
planning
you
on having a
did
baby. Yeah.
because consider this the universe yelling and pleading with you to to know your position. You haven't been left um because you never had anybody's baby before.
Well,
That
no,
might be different.
I could call my husband on three way. I would have never got left even if I would have had his baby. What do you mean? I'm
But
the
my
one. He was in. Look, let me tell y'all something. I don't get in relationships with a man that don't love me more than I love him. My grandma and my mama taught me. Everybody in even my daddy, everybody taught me be with a man that loves you more than you love him. For one, that's the number one mistake that women make. These women get with these black men, you love them more, you're obsessed with them more than they obsessed with you. I ain't never got left. I would never get left because any man that I mess with, I'm not gonna be with a man that I know for sure that don't care about me more than I care about him.
and you're 100% correct. And so if this man loves you more, let him love you enough to put a ring on your finger and marry you before he requests that you risk your life, your beautiful body, um, 20 years of your life, dedication, long suffering, sacrifice. If he loves you that much, then make him commit like you will have to be committed because you're going to have to be committed regardless of whether he is or not. So if he loves you more, make him
Well,
prove
that's
it.
the main reason why I ended up getting a divorce. during COVID, um, because he did bring it up. You know, he was like, "Aren't you technically married?" So that's the main reason why I got a divorce too, because and he was like, "Oh, I'm glad that's out the way." Um, I mean,
So this man wanted to make sure that you were all in the clear and divorced. So he's wanting to you to have a clear path. He wants to have a certain and clear path when it comes to you, but he's not giving you that same thing.
what do you mean? What is he
Because
not
if
giving
he's
me?
not going to marry you and map out a future and describe to you what that future looks like, where you guys are going to live, what he, how he's going to provide for you and your family and all of that stuff, he's
Oh, we
not,
already talked about. What
he
do you
hasn't
mean?
cleared the path. So if he talked about it, uh, let him cash the check that his mouth is running up. It's just that simple. You could only get me one time. I was a baby mom. And I say this and I'm so passionate about it. That man trapped me. Okay? I'm not going to get into it. Um, it's called reproductive coercion. I was young and stupid and did not know what that man did. But it happened. I had a baby, and that man changed. And he changed my second trimester when he knew that there was no more or very little fear that I was going to lose the baby. And you know what he said to me when I broke up with him 9 months after our baby was born? He said to me, I thought you would never leave me. I really thought you would never leave. And the reason why he thought I would never leave was because I had his baby. I could not stand that man. I could not, by the time I left, I could not stand him. I was not going to stay. But what I'm going to do is I don't want women, promising women who have their whole lives ahead of them to make the same mistake. Like there's got to be enough of us who have been down this road to say, look, we know how this goes. And he didn't even have a baby before. I had given him his first and only child. He never did it with anybody else. I know it was deliberate when it came to me. And so I'm telling you and to everybody who is listening, if he loves you more, make him prove it. Don't give him the legacy he does not deserve.
Yeah, I agree.
And it doesn't have to be a fight. Don't do it when you're mad because I know you're going to sit on this and it might piss you off. Don't do it when you're mad. Do it when you are composed. The same way you present here on Clubhouse, matter of factly, unbothered, that's how you need to present it to him. And just say, it's a fact. This is a fact. This is what is going to happen, or we ain't happening.
But it's like we making
Don't
this
be
about.
too
Hold on.
afraid to lose. Do
We making this about me, man. We got to get up off me. But
but Jen, it's not just about
another
you.
reason
It's
why I'm
about
not look
everybody.
look the another reason why I'm not so quick to get married and I really just want the kid and us just to be in it is because my daddy left me with a lot of money when he passed away. You know, my I got a lot of money from and I got a couple properties. There's things that I have like I don't never have to work. Like I'm straight for a while and it's just like I don't me getting married to someone that means it's gonna belong that's gonna have something to do with them and it's just that's another thing like I got my own money I got my own stuff going on and I don't want nobody to be trying to if I don't want to be with him and I leave and he's trying to take something that I got like you need to understand like this is not how it was with me when I first got married. You know, when I first got married I was on welfare. I was living in the projects. Now it's different. I got money. I got money that my daddy left me. I got, and it's just like I'm gonna have to share that, in case something don't if it don't work. So it's kind of that's where I'm at with it. Like that's the reason why I'm like, you know what? I'd rather just have a baby with him and we could just Cause I seen my daddy get married when my mama left him. He got married again, and I was young, and I was a flower girl, and I was like, then that's kind of how I was. That's the reason why I'm moving the way I'm moving, because I don't really want people to know how much money. I
But you know
really
what?
don't want people. I don't want this nigga to know how much money my daddy left me. Obviously, a nigga know that I got a lot of money, especially the penthouse that I got downtown Chicago. Obviously, I'm working with some, but I kind of don't want people in my business. Like,
Well, first of all, he can't get money that you inherited. And he can't get money. Look, when you're married, he has no rights to any money that you have made prior to the marriage. So, that's your money will be your money. But I can guarantee you that money will be gone if you raise that baby by yourself.
I would never get left. I get what you're saying, but I don't get left in relationships, y'all. Like,
No,
why
you
you
might
think that I
leave.
come on
You
here and
might
open up
leave.
relationship rooms? I never get. The reason why I left my good husband is because I got bored. Like, I got bored, and it was
Okay,
so.
well,
I
this
don't
guy
get left.
cheated.
Like, why y'all think that? Why y'all
But
think that?
he may not leave, but he may cheat, and then you'll want to leave. And what I'm saying to you is that if the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. If he cheated on his first
I
baby
didn't say I
mom,
want to be a
there's a
baby mama either. No, no, I don't never like. I never had a like. I don't have the issues that y'all. Hold on, people. I don't have the issues that y'all women have. I don't have. I'm not a masculine woman to where I'm gonna sit here and I'm a bitch to run a nigga out the door. I ain't never got cheated on that I know about. I was in a relationship for 6 years with this man, and I stopped having sex with him. And it was like we were still living with each other, and it was going on 2 months. Didn't have sex with him, and I still didn't catch that man cheating. You guys need to understand that every woman is different. I demand my respect in my relationships, and I get it. I get what Pink Pill's saying, but I'm just saying, y'all, I don't get left like y'all do because y'all are masculine. I am not a masculine woman. I let a man, I get on his program, y'all. I get on a man's program. I don't run my mouth, even if we're in public and I don't agree what he's saying. I'm gonna wait till we come home and I'm gonna address him in private. So I know I understand what Pink Pill's saying. It's just that it's not even about the inherent. It's not even about the money that my daddy left me. What about all the stuff that I got? What about my businesses and stuff like that? People, I'm
That's
telling
all
you,
separate. That's all separate.
man, I done seen people, women get married to these men and they have more than them, and
But
man,
that's
they be
only
having to
if
share
they
that shit with these
give
people.
it to them. Listen, this is how it works. If you have access prior to the marriage, that is not considered community property. That is your separate property. The same is his separate property. The only time that you have access to his income is when you guys get into a marriage and he's making more money than you. You guys have been together for a number of years and you have his offspring. Um, um, the, if you guys got together and that man didn't make any more money um, while you guys were together and you split, he still gets to keep the money that he walked away with. Maybe he'll give you a little money, but he gets to keep that money. Then you get to keep your money. If getting on a guy's program means that you have to sacrifice your future, that's not a program you should want to be on. If the guy's program does not involve him making a commitment where your future and your child's future is not in jeopardy, or if it's fuzzy, or if it's not clearly laid out, then that's not a program you should be on. Not
Yeah,
every
but
man deserves to be
let's
on a
we gotta
program.
get off of me because I really don't have issues with black men. I try to teach black women how to act with them so they can keep one because this is what they want to date, y'all. I don't want y'all to try to I don't have issues with black men, y'all. I don't. I know exactly what they want. Can we get back on the masculine, single women? You know what I'm saying? I know, me. I just this is just where I'm at in my life. Because I done been married before, so I don't really care about all that shit. But I'm not trying to push. I want y'all to at least I want y'all to be married at least once in y'all lifetime. I want y'all to experience that life. You know, at this point, I'm really at a point where I just want my best friend, and I want us to have a kid with each other, and get married maybe later on in life when I'm like 50. But I am gonna think about what you said, Pink Pill. It's just kind of this was my plan. I had this all planned out this year for real. Like I'm dead
Just
serious.
I'm gonna tell you what I tell my kids. You might not listen to what I'm saying to you today, but just keep it in the back of your mind like a little seed. It'll grow there. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go on mute.
It's getting him to trust. It's like getting black men to trust you enough to want to even take it there. Because black men are so scared of you divorcing them and taking everything they got. I think that's what he's scared of. I'm being honest with you, the guy that I'm talking, I really believe that's what he's scared of. And that's what's happening, y'all. Black women are divorcing these men at a high rate. That's the stats. These black women are divorcing these black men.
Yeah, but I am of the opinion that the majority of these black women who divorce the men do so for really good reasons. I don't think they just out here, um, divorcing them willy nilly.
But you think it should be a
Yeah,
deal breaker?
and here's what I'll point to. And I don't know if you could cause, people say causation, correlation, whatever. But black women who are married interracially have the highest marriage rates. Um, when we find a good man that we're not having to struggle with, who's not cheating, who is providing and doing what he's supposed to do, we stick around. So a lot of these women, and if you look at the statistics, a lot of women marry um, hypogamously. So they marry below their income, class, and education level. A lot of black women do that, which causes a lot of relationship stress. So I'm of the mindset that black women aren't marrying just to get divorced. They get divorced because they're sick of his shit. They are sick of his shit. That's why they have tried everything else and they are done. I mean, just look at Who the Fuck Did I Marry on TikTok. That's not an uncommon thing. These men are going after women who are educated and who are doing well in life so they can leech off of them, so they can have places to stay, so they can have assets. And then they cheat and cheat, they're trifling, they lie, and the women are sick of their shit. That's what's not being said when we talk about the high divorce rates in the Black community.
But in my opinion, I don't think a woman should be quick to divorce a man if he cheat. I don't think that's how that shit's supposed to go. I think that you guys need to be a little bit more willing to figure out what's going on and try to work it out. I'm tired of motherfucker black women divorcing a black man just because he cheated on her once. What are you doing? What's driving you to cheat? Because a lot of black women get lazy after they get married. And I done seen it happen in my family plenty of times. You guys get real comfortable in these relationships and you don't want to have sex with him like you used to. And what do you think he's gonna do? You guys want to use this kids. Oh, the kids, I gotta worry about the kids. Let's try to do it another day. No, no. In the 90s, they just passed a law to where the man can't rape you if you are married to this man, he was allowed to rape you and take the pussy. In the 90s, they just passed a law to where they're not even allowed to do that. Y'all do know that, right? So y'all need to stop weaponizing sex so y'all don't get cheated on. Then you don't have to worry about getting a divorce. How about that? Can we start there?
So you don't think that There are men out there that no matter how much pussy you get them, they're not gonna cheat
Oh well, that's probably
because
is. There probably is, but I'm talking about the ones that they marry a black woman, all of a sudden she's weaponizing sex in the relationship. Because that happens a lot more than y'all. They don't tell y'all that because you're not at home with them. You don't see what's going on. But these black women love making excuses. Oh, I'm sick. Not today. Oh, I got the kids. Not today. Oh, my stomach hurt. Not today. Oh, I gotta cook. I gotta worry about this. I gotta worry about that. What about him? Now he's addicted to pornos. You done made him have this addiction. That's what I'm talking about. I just want to know why, I understand that a lot of y'all are like, might be feminists and just kind of with the whole woman movement, but why y'all don't hold women accountable for the reason why they get cheated on and the reason why, guys make them a baby mother and single baby mother. Like, if you're not pleasant to want to be in a house with, why would that man stay with you? I just don't understand. Like, I even helped the homeless. And there was this one homeless guy told me, he was like, man, I'm homeless because by choice. I don't want to tiptoe around that house anymore. Every time I do something, she's complaining. I don't want to tiptoe in the house, so I'd rather be in the streets. Dead serious. Every time I have a discussion about women, we always try to turn it around on a man. And I just be like, why we can't talk about what these women do? Y'all don't think they're the problem? Y'all just think black men is the problem. That's the reason why. Now, they're the problem when it comes to that colorist shit. But I think they were programmed when it comes to that. But let's be real. Come on, man. Can't be acting like these women are pleasant to be around. I don't even want to be friends with these girls. If you notice a lot of masculine women, feminist women, they usually don't have a lot of friends. They usually only got like 2, 3 friends. That's it. I noticed if you can't keep a friend, you can't keep a man. I don't know. But y'all don't want to talk about that, do y'all? Like, where y'all at? Hello, y'all in the room still?
I've been talking so much. I'm staying on
I
mute
know.
to
I'm
give
like,
other.
where the rest of these people? Queen don't ever say anything. Jamaica, you there? Chilling? Anybody else have anything to
What's
say?
up? I'm here. I'm here. I'm listening. I didn't want to jump in while you were
Yeah,
talking.
I'm here too, girl. I'm just listening. I'm like the people that be in church. Like y'all better preach.
I thought Pink Pill. I thought you were married though. I didn't even think. I thought you was married.
Yeah, I was married for 20 years. I'm
Mm.
divorced, but yeah, I was married for 20 years
You were married to a black man.
to a white guy. Yeah, for 20 years.
Um.
She said, "Oh,
No,
But
no, no. How that? But you only date outside your race, right?
nope,
um
nope." Tell him what the first baby daddy was. Go ahead.
no, I say this often. I choose my men like I choose my politicians. Let the best men win. But what tends to happen because of the assets that I have and I mean the assets that I have in terms of like how I look and how I present, I attract a certain type of person. And so I go into the lane of the group of men that are the most interested in me, who treat me the best, and I give them what they want and they give me what I want. So it's just a matter of I found my lane and I drive in it.
Yes.
I stopped long ago. I'm not begging anybody to love me, to appreciate me, to think I'm beautiful. If I got to do all that, I'm gonna just go. I'm not going to do all that. I'm not going to do all that. So, um, in certain sectors of my community and where I live and my geographic location, I'm the prize.
Mm.
And so that's where I ride in. That's the lane I ride in.
Where,
In the same
where you
way,
live at?
you
Idaho?
I live in the San Diego area.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're the prize to white man for sure.
Exactly.
Much love, sister. Keep hope alive.
Oh, I don't have to hope.
I know. Hopefully you'll get your milk of magnesia again soon. You're man of magnesia. Man of magnesia. Still alright, sister. Still alright.
But for her to be married for 20 years, that's amazing. You know, that's amazing. You know, everything ain't meant to last forever, you know.
That's a
So,
fact. That's a fact.
um,
You
yeah.
think only black women are proud to be single and masculine? Or is this just a room title?
No, I they are proud. I never heard an Indian girl saying, "I'm proud to be a."
I don't hear black women say. I don't think they proud of it. I actually don't think they proud of it. When they at home by themselves and the internet can't comfort them, or they gotta kill that roach by themselves, or they gotta fucking carry them groceries up the steps, or they gotta, you know, you know, do whatever by themselves. I don't think they really feel like that. I think that they actually are sad that they don't wake up with a hard D next to them in the morning. You know, or some
Yeah,
shit like
Vaxie, that's the state of psychosis. They publicly
yeah.
will announce with everything that in their body that they
Hmm.
ecstatic to be independent and they don't need a man and they'll
Yeah,
fight you to the death.
that shit
But
is just an act.
secretly, they just stressed out.
That's
It's
what
a
they
it's
tell themselves so they
it's
can put their bonnet on and go to sleep peacefully.
yeah,
Like,
it's an identity crisis, gang. Like it's psychosis. It's a mental illness. But
facts.
Jen ain't wrong. What's up, Jen? What's up, little mama?
Just admit
But
y'all
yeah,
tried
Hey,
opening
y'all.
that top drawer and electrocuting y'allself for them 3 minutes to get that nut off so you can go to sleep. Just admit that. You can get a man. Just you might have to readjust some things, but man ain't hard to please. You know what I'm saying? If you do it at work, you can do it at home. You know?
but Vax, it ain't all their fault though. They was indoctrinated with this. They was born with it. They mama
What's
was
their first
programmed with it.
enemy?
Yeah, they was programmed. Their mama was programmed with it by their grandmama through feminism, and then they was born with it in their blood. So you know, the enemy lies in camp with them. You know,
Talk that talk, my good man. But yeah, I don't believe that shit. I believe that, they could get a man if they want one. I just think that they don't want one. They don't give a fuck no more. They don't care.
Mm,
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that
yeah,
too.
cause they not
Um,
smart. They think money dictates shit. They think money replaces a whole human
How
man.
long they been in this room? Like, you didn't hear anything that I or any other women were saying on here?
I just
Like,
got in here, so
oh
I
no,
wasn't.
for Sean and Vax just came in a couple minutes.
oh, okay.
I'm
Okay,
sure
well, yeah,
y'all
let them
said some
say
real points. You
that
sound
nigger
like a
shit.
logical woman. You sound like a
well, I
logical.
think that there's a lot, at least online. Um, I think black women are kind of giving up. I think they're going in different directions. They're tired of being on a hamster wheel. It feels like to them of always a moving target. You got to do this, you got to do that, you got to dress this way, you got to look that way, you got to speak this way, you got to they're just
Is
they're
that why you
saying,
went
all
to
right,
white
if I got to
men?
do.
Do white men not want their women to do anything? Because I
Oh,
could have sworn.
we're not talking about me because I
Oh,
haven't had it.
oh,
I
okay.
still
I
date
was just, I was
men.
just
I
asking.
haven't given up, so we don't need to talk about me. Let's stay focused, okay? I know you're fascinated that I date white men, but let's stay focused.
Because
We
I actually wasn't highlighting you, but I was just saying the way that you were saying it, like they're black women are asked to do this, they're asked to do that. White women are asked to do shit too. Indian women are asked to do shit too.
I know
All
I'm
women.
not.
I know, but
Listen.
listen. All women are asked to do stuff, right? It's just
Mhm.
that some of them have taken the bullshit and let it get to their head and their ego. And now they feel like they shouldn't do anything, right? Because in a relationship, you still have to give to your partner. So now the only problem is that some women want to give nothing and get everything. That's not how this works. You give, you receive. You don't and get nothing. Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah. So here's the deal. Yeah. All men have their expectations. And I'm not saying that I have any problem with it, but I'm not the one who's, saying fuck it. I'm saying that there's a segment of women, and it's not just black women, it's women from all races who are saying, I'm done. It's not just black women. It's going across the board.
Mm, I think the
Ah.
title only applies to unattractive black women. I'll be real with you. Um, cause pretty women are not complaining about this stuff. Men want
Mm. Would you clarify
and
what you mean by pretty women?
beautiful women.
Why they not complaining,
The
baby?
women that bless your eyes.
Why they not complaining, baby? Because they get what they want.
Yeah.
So what happens if she's not getting what she wants? What that mean? Ari, I see you typing in the chat, baby. You might not be what you think you are if you not
Hey
getting
y'all, leave
what
the
you
chat in the
want.
chat. Just talk to them in the chat room.
I'm just
And then we
saying.
go crazy. We go crazy and y'all change.
Listen, I may not be the prettiest chick, but I'm not a bad looking woman. And um, I also know the nature of men. And so I don't go into situations thinking that, and listen, I'm well pedigreed. Like I went to finishing school, I'm well educated. I'm a smart girl. I've done a lot in my life and I'm not bad to look at. But I don't go in thinking that somehow I'm better than other women. The same way that that man or men could treat other women, he could treat me. I don't, if you go in believing that you are quote unquote the special one, um, there's a saying, hard head make for a soft bottom. Um, do not think so highly of yourself. And I'm not saying don't think highly of yourself, but don't think so highly of yourself that you become delusional. Okay? And I don't care how pretty you are. I don't care how pretty I am. I have to check myself. I can't just say, well, I'm pretty, I'm smart, and I'm not like these other bitches. No. Men want you to think that way until you're just like those women.
My friend over here just said pink pill. She was like, "Yes, there's some guys out here that would try to humble you just because you're pretty. They'll try to you know, try to humble you, get you
Sounds
pregnant,
like
leave your
sounds
ass,
like
and
your friend, sounds like your friend is smart. Tell her to follow me.
Gen ain't about humbling nobody. Some people just get humbled by life. Ain't no brother out here intentionally trying to humble you. But sometimes when you've been put on a pedestal for so long and you're dealing with a brother on your level or above, he not gonna deal with that bullshit that they be doing. And then they feel like, oh, he trying to humble me. No, he just don't deal with that bullshit that you've been allowed to do. You actually got a man of substance that requires more of your poor character. Ain't got shit to do with humbling. Get your shit together or get the fuck out.
Yeah, because some women will think you're humbling them by not allowing them to talk smart to you or disrespect you. That's why y'all will say some stuff like that. But in our retrospect, only God can humble anybody. Any person that's trying to humble anybody is a person that like shouldn't be around you. People can't humble people. Like God will humble you. Like, but most women will use the words out of context. Like y'all use sassy out of context. Sassy has a plethora of definitions. It means bold. It means boisterous. It means not being afraid. Y'all pick and choose to use that word to fit y'all terminology at the time when y'all are feeling a certain way. Y'all are smart though. Look up the etymology of these words. These are just facts that you can go look up for yourself, right? On Google. Y'all look up everything else, right? Come on, man. Let's be for real.
I'm waiting on slavery, and crackers and shit that made them do this. So we already got God. So now let's go to slavery and Jim Crow, and then Dyke and feminist and bitch.
Who hurt you?
Yeah, who hurt you? Who hurt you? Yeah,
I'm not.
yeah.
I'm not even hurt. This is a great conversation.
Weave,
What's
Hey,
the
hair
Dyke
beef?
say
weave,
he mad at
makeup,
life, bro. This shit
What
straightening
they
crazy.
your
mad at?
hair,
Yo, we
perms,
didn't call no names.
tight
We just
Nigga,
in
clothes.
there
he
talking. Why
disappointed in
you?
life.
What
That's
she
what it
gets? What
Um,
she
is.
so
y'all
mad at
always
us
talking
for?
fantasy though. You always y'all delusional as fuck. I'm telling you, it's really y'all. I mean, with my background, I'm telling you, you motherfuckers are a case study. To be honest, I'm just
Who
being
hurt you?
honest with you for real.
Who hurt you?
And this is why I see why a lot of black women with demyelinating diseases, because of this trauma that they have to fucking go through with niggas. So that's what that's the way I'm gonna put it. Um, I'm not gonna be professional here because there's nothing to be professional about on this fucking stage. So I'm just saying, you just I see why a lot of black women are having these autoimmune diseases, you know, based on the environment, and these type of Negroes, including women, mammy ass women too, are part of your environment. So I'm telling you, you don't want to be sitting there like I said that woo is me, color purple shit, talking about sitting in that jail when you coming around telling your nieces and your grandchildren or younger kids or younger women, giving them advice, and all it is fucking trauma, and you're still suffering from it to that day. And you lucky that you skipped the dementia of it all, but you're still traumatized by it. I bet you have high blood pressure. You have all types of shit. Like I said, I see these women all the fucking time. They're Generation X and up with psychotropic medicine on their fucking, and some of these women are in my fucking family, and they are very well put together and have money, baby. Okay, some of them are AKAs, all that fucking bullshit. They have trauma. At least the black men, even men in general, but like specifically the black men that they fucking married or dealt with.
You mean the black men that they chose,
So
right?
y'all just,
The black
I'm
men
just
they
telling
chose to
you,
be their leader,
and
right?
I understand because you're obsolete on every
Yeah,
micro, macro level. So
yeah.
you don't have anything. You don't have a shipment coming in and out of this world. So you don't have anything to trade. The modern day trade that we have today, this is not. You're not trading with the boats and shit now. You actually have ships and things like that. You don't even own one. So I mean, I can't honestly take you seriously unless there was men, that was early on the stage that I had talked to, um, let him know that, I get what he was saying. I just feel like those are people that are very destructive. And Arthur, he knows, because I had plenty of spaces with him, and he saw how those mammy bitches try to do me in certain rooms too, because black women, we always trying to shut us up. Um, when it comes down to a man, they love to be a pick me, but they don't know how to do the pick me role. See, this is why I always talk about smart pick me's. Um, there's There's a pick me, and then there's a smart one. Okay, the smart one gets the money sometimes if she's smart, and so they could be like, "Oh, sister girl, your husband died. You bend over backwards for him, honey, and all that." I still don't advise that bullshit either. But if you're gonna be a pick me, be a smart motherfucker one about it and get to the bag. Okay, actually, you are the bag. Okay, be in that, get to the position. That's what you need to fucking do. Place yourself in that position. So, I mean, I'm just listening to this, and these motherfuckers just keep going on as if women are the problem. It sounds like there's a control issue, and you men, black men, don't know they place in this patriarchal society. And if y'all think white men deal with a lot of bullshit, you are fucking wrong. Soon as you holler and raise your voice, the white man is out because he's always already scared of you. Okay, and especially black girl attitude, he's not about to fucking deal with the shit. So I don't know what the fuck y'all be thinking about with people, with white men and all this other fucking shit. They're not about to deal with that, you know, um, or anything like that. And then they like assertive women. That's a difference too. So that's another thing. Black men get attitude mixed with assertiveness, meaning you're pretty much drawing a boundary for yourself, and you don't have to raise your voice to be heard, but you let them know, or an individual, man or female, that they cannot talk to you or talk down to you, or a certain way. So these are your fucking boundaries. So if that's the problem, if black men have a problem with assertiveness, then they need to get their damn selves together. I don't know,
Hey,
you know, but no, ask me
M,
no questions.
what does got to do with the topic
I'm
though? I just came in here. I'm lost.
Man,
We
only
just
black
rambling.
women are
Yeah,
Are you
masculine,
drunk?
that's
isn't
right.
it?
You definitely don't need to ask questions.
Are you drunk?
Ask the mids, the ones who
Yo,
be
Ro.
using fucking questions
Are you on
about
drugs,
they
Hey,
man?
she
fucking
gave
room.
that
Is, it,
long
Don't
Yo,
ass
is
Ro.
ask
life
me
response.
is
That nigga
life
said,
hard
"Don't
for you,
ask me no
about
man?
nothing.
Is
question."
life hard for you? Do you need a hug?
Why black women so
Okay.
masculine, man?
No, I'm
Why
good
black
over
women
here.
so
I don't know.
masculine?
I just can't deal with you. I dealt with black men by default, and I have told him to pretty much almost dox myself. You can probably look it up. So he has a face recognition company from Miami. He is married now to a black woman. Okay, that's probably the only black man that has some motherfucking sense
Deshaun,
that
what
I
the
have
fuck
ever
going
dealt
on,
with.
man?
Hey,
And
I
he let a
don't know,
hunky
man.
take
She
over
been
his
on this
company
Who
rampage though.
hurt
She
this, sis?
because
been
Who
he
on
is
this
hurt
Jen,
you?
buying
you
his
fell asleep.
whores.
Jen,
Shut
where
the
you
fuck
at,
up.
man?
Buying his
Let's get this
whores,
show
cars,
rolling,
and
man.
shit.
Who hurt
And he
you?
didn't buy
Let's
me
move
one for
on.
What's
Christmas.
she
He already
crying
had
for,
my
man?
Let's
Who
move
hurt
on,
her?
okay.
man. This is crazy.
So, but
I
yeah.
know
anywho,
y'all
like I
tired of
said,
hearing this shit, man. I'm about to smoke a
okay,
joint. I'm about to smoke a joint. I ain't trying to hear you talk,
okay,
man.
do that. Smoke your dope and go
I want to hear another
lay down
woman talk,
somewhere.
man.
Smoke
You
your
sound
reefer and your dope,
masculine.
like
Why
you
the
been.
fuck you
Okay.
You sound
crying?
masculine. I want to hear you
Hey,
talk.
Okay,
I
no,
want to hear
no,
Jamaica
you don't. But
or
you sound
Michelle.
emasculate. Okay, if a woman
No,
speaking is
my voice
emasculating you,
is
something
deep,
is wrong with
shorty.
you.
My
Something
voice
is
is
wrong
deep
with
like a
you.
real man. Something you
Something
ain't never
is
had.
wrong with you.
Something
Nothing's
you
wrong
ain't
with
never
you.
had
You
in your
cannot
life, because you
convince
sound
me
like you're
that.
struggling, baby. You sound
No,
like
you're the
life
one
is hard. Where
struggling.
you at? Where you live at?
Where
Is
you
life
cannot
hard,
afford.
baby?
Where you
Rob, don't
cannot
give her
afford
that
Is
to
life
shit.
is
live.
life hard for you, baby?
She
Is
been
it?
wanting somebody to
Yeah,
say
yeah.
something to
Keep
Is
her
the
it?
the whole
flame
time.
What city
because
you in?
you
What city you
are
in?
the
Maybe I
fucking
can help you out.
typecast in your own
Maybe I can
fucking
help you out.
self. So you helping
Nah,
yourself out, not me.
I don't know.
You're not gonna do that
I'm already
today.
helped. You know where I'm at. I'm good.
That's the problem there. I don't
I'm
Hey,
care.
good.
Jen, she
I
sound
don't
like the
care.
woman you titled the room.
Mm. Like I said,
Oh, we got
where
a
you can.
whole, we
Yeah,
got a
nigga
whole,
living
hey, we
good. Nigga
got
got
a
money, all
whole,
kind of shit. Money, cars,
we got a
all
whole
kind of
bigger
shit.
hold on,
Yeah.
we got a whole bigger problem right now that somebody is messaging me about, and I don't want to steer away from this conversation. So let's just stay with it. Some of y'all men that been rocking me on this app for years that I actually had respect for, it's it kind of hurt my feelings a little bit what I just found out today because, you know, y'all got me into it with someone on here when y'all disrespected me and my Instagram page, making it seem like Jamal is the one that disrespected me. And I'm over here having these rooms and respectful with all y'all, Dante, Brooks, and come to find out, I didn't know Dante Brooks used Jamal Page to talk all this shit to me and had me into it with Jamal, thinking that it was Jamal that did it. Jamal hitting me up right now on my Instagram page. But let's get back to my topic because
Man, what the fuck going on?
I'm thinking y'all fuck with me. Hey, if y'all fuck with me, y'all
Hey,
fuck with me. If y'all don't, hold on. If y'all rock with me, y'all rock with me. But if y'all don't come up on these pages and hang out with me like y'all like me. If you don't like my rhetoric, because a lot of y'all don't come in my rooms anyway. But damn, I ain't think a motherfucker dislike me like that. Y'all the reason why y'all making these women masculine. Y'all the reason for this. They have their issues too, because they might got abused and stuff. But y'all, man, is turning these women into a masculine woman. When y'all gonna hold y'all self accountable for the things that y'all do? The reason why these women would rather play with a rose toy and be single. Can y'all tell me why y'all ain't got respect for black women? What's up with that?
I don't know.
You
Gee, I
know?
just had a black woman here for 5 days. I just dropped her off at the airport, so I can't relate.
Right.
I swear to God, I just took her to Fort Lauderdale. I just got back in the house. I just dropped her off. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, these women gonna be on their own, man. Some of them. It's a numbers game, Jen. We all love black women,
Yeah, I
unless
can't
y'all trying to
disagree.
share a man or some shit. But other than
It's a
that, we all still date black women.
it's a two wife Tuesday. Jen,
Yeah, I'm
I
good.
love
Like
you.
I love black women.
Yeah, let me just ask you though. You said you just like you flew out a girl that stay with you for 5 days?
Nah. This a woman I talk to now, she goes back and forth from Miami to Atlanta. She lives in both places, so I just dropped her off. She was here for 5 days.
Okay, but it doesn't sound like okay. So when
I ain't
okay,
got I ain't got no
I'm not
wife
I'm not gonna
though,
make any
Priscilla.
I'm not gonna
I
make
don't have
any
no wife if
assumptions.
that's what you asking. No, I don't have one of
No,
them.
I'm not gonna make any assumptions about your relationship with her. I don't know, and it's none of my business. But I will say this: like a lot of times, black men will say, "I don't know what they're talking about. I love black women. I fuck them all the time." Um, that's not really, you know, that's not it. I mean, just because you pursued them romantically and sexually, and that's your preference to do so, doesn't mean that you have a true love appreciation for black women. It just means that's what gets you excited.
No, that's bull. That's BS. Pink
Nah,
pill.
I don't think it's that deep, man. Like you trying to make it, it's not that deep.
No, you trying to separate an experience of completeness when humans engage with each other and highlight the thing that he acknowledged as a part of human relationship and single that out and say, well, if that's all
But
you're
Sean,
doing,
I didn't even say nothing about sex though. I didn't say nothing
yeah,
about
I
it.
know. I mean, but they gonna presume, brother, because they speaking from a harm place. You gotta remember, if they can't make a position of being the victim, there's no space for them to be a victor. Like they have to fight for their right to be victims all the time,
God
even
damn.
if it's not them directly. They gotta protect other women's right to be victims so they can leverage that shit later on.
Don't you have to be a
Nah.
participant to be a victim? See, I don't participate in this.
No, that's not how victim. That's not
Then
how being a
what you
victim
don't
is.
participate in?
Well, listen, I don't play these games. Like I don't play
Man,
the
if I
typical
come break into
games.
your house and take your shit, you a victim. You got
Yeah, but
you
we're
a
not
The
fucking victim. You
Detroit
didn't
came
we're not
out.
we're
participate.
not talking about we're not talking about that. But
We're,
what
You
if
what
talking
me
you're
about
if
black
trying
me
to
and
man? You
you're
you
don't
trying to
participate with black
say,
man? That's what you saying?
no,
if
listen,
me
I
and
don't
you are
play.
engaging, if me and you are engaging and I disrespect you, you are a victim. Matter of fact, how y'all be cutting men off all the time, talking crazy, right? He's a victim. He's not participating in. Say, hey, I allow this. I want to have this and be fun. If you disrespect somebody, that person is a victim of your disrespect. Y'all be trying to be really clever around this cool fifth wave feminism way of trying to reduce words to some shit that fits y'all narrative. That shit not smart. The word victim it has a meaning.
Yeah, I understand. And you used it by saying that we were all victims, and if what someone is saying doesn't fall into that narrative, we don't know what to do. So you're the one who set the parameters of what victim means in this sense, not me.
Yeah, because women fight to be victims. That's the privilege you have in patriarchy. As long as you're the victim, you get support, and you don't have to have any accountability because it's poor you. That's what a damsel in distress is. It's the oh me drama. I mean, the poor me drama.
What's red pill then?
I don't
Because
know
it
how that
sounds
got
to me,
anything.
and I'm just
What
saying,
is
because
red pill?
I
What's
mean
red
that
pill?
it
What that
sounds
got to
like
do with
a
this?
it
was that
sounds like a bunch
rhetorical?
of complaining men who think they're
What that
victims
got to do with
too,
I said pink pill?
because you're relegating it to a gender. And what I'm saying is that you said, well, this is what the benefit of patriarchy that allows you to be victims. And I asked the question I think is legitimate is what about them red pill men though? What about them
Yeah, that
incels?
red pill is a complete idea about thinking, and a portion of it is attributed to relationship, and then there's a group of men that you obviously have an issue with that use it to create a perspective that you want to focus on. But
Bingo.
that's not
But we
real.
ain't talking about
That's
them
like
though.
that's like
Yeah.
talk that's like hearing a crazy motherfucker that's a Christian say some shit that they pulling out of Christianity, and you be like, what about Christian? Like, what about Christianity? It's like they saying some dumb shit over there, and they just happen to say that they Christians. Like we gotta stop. We gotta stop with these innuendos and try to superimpose this idea. Red pill ain't got shit to do with relationships integrally. Red pill is about being a free thinker and unplugging yourself from the fucking system. And in
So
relationships, they're saying
so
I'm that the
red
in
pill
relation
doesn't
no
have any.
in relationships. Hold on, sister, you ain't gotta cut me. in relationships, unplugging yourself from the idea of what you've been told how you think should be carried and what you are in society, unplugging yourself from that archaic perspective, that antiquated ideology. Very different thing.
Okay, so it has nothing to do with complaining about women. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I
I
guess I
just came.
Yeah,
misunderstood for the
so
last 14
that's a
years.
weird.
I guess it has nothing to do with complaining about women. I'm so sorry.
Jen know what
Yeah,
she
Yeah,
doing making this
I
run.
just
Look
came
at this
back
fool.
to. I
yeah,
just came up
This
yeah,
to
fool's
the
in
yeah,
here.
spell.
yeah.
Okay, I just
So
came up to
hold on.
the
How do we
spell
don't?
the
It don't
argument
even
real
matter because
quick.
no, I'm talking to the sister right now. I'm talking to Pink Pill. So 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 Pink Pill. The issue is that
Oh God.
Oh,
you're
my
acting as if
Sarkeesian. You
having
wish.
having concern,
Change your name.
vocalizing your concern of issues that you have is problematic, and somehow that men are not allowed to have issues and disdain for characteristics that their counterparts are having, and somehow voicing their grievances is problematic and not okay. That's completely dismissive from the entire group that they say they want to be considered and heard and valued by how they feel, but saying that because he's a man, his feelings is irrational.
Oh
There
no, 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 no,
is
no,
hold on,
no, no. So I want you to.
what's
I'm in
happening?
the shower. I'm actually in
All
the
right,
shower.
hey
So I'm
fellas, I'm
giving
about
you
to show
time in
y'all.
the shower.
I'm about to show you how to deal with women. When women
Yeah, Pink Pill.
disrespectful and
You're a
cantankerous, just
moderator.
leave them
Can I
alone.
come in, Pink Pill,
Leave the
please?
room. If
Since
you
you're the
can't kick them out,
moderator,
leave.
Yeah. So I want to just say this real quick. I'm in the shower because I got an event to do, and I'm
I'm glad he left. He talks too much.
multitasking.
He whines too much.
I want to say this real quick. So like
Hold on, Pink
when
Pill. He left. Where he go? I think he got swiped out.
all
He
right. Well,
left
when he
because he's
comes
a
back,
punk. He always does that. He always whines.
yeah.
Man,
So
Yo,
listen,
what
I
the
when
fuck with
fuck?
Fashawn. Hold on, y'all ain't introduced Fashawn like that.
That's
That's my
crazy.
I
This is
fuck
not
with
about to
Fashawn.
argue with a woman that don't
You
want to
don't
listen.
whine.
Yeah.
Fashawn is a
no,
very
but
smart
Because some
brother.
because
Girl,
some of
he
y'all
was over
women
here
are
crying
intent
about
on being wrong as
patriarchy.
fuck. Like nobody's about to argue with y'all. Y'all weird as fuck with fake
yeah,
names and
but
fake
see, here's the
PTRs
thing.
and shit. Fuck out of here.
I'm extremely
Ain't
calm.
nobody doing
I'm
that
not
shit.
arguing with
No, not you,
anybody.
Pink Pill. I'm talking about the other shorty.
But he was talking to me,
Yeah.
and he left, and it's very interesting that when women do the same thing, where they're talking and venting about their issues and problems that they have, then we are victims because patriarchy allows space for that. But when men get together, it is legitimate, and we should all be listening. And we're not being fair because we're not listening to their concerns. When the central issue is that both genders have beefs with both, and much of their issues that they have amongst each other are legitimate. But one group in this conversation who has gripes about the other gender is calling one a victims and the other one's like some kind of like martyrs or freedom fighters or fighters of justice. When you guys complain and claim victimhood just as much as the women do. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Pink Pill.
Just keep it.
Yeah, hi Pink. I just wanted to say real quick, did y'all notice how he said something about, oh, this is patriarchy and this is the benefit of what you get
Hey
with
Rob,
patriarchy and
can you
bamboozle?
hold on? We not about to do that. Rob, you want to ping him back in here? Where did
I'll text
Fashawn
him in a
go?
minute, but like, well, why you letting this chick with this weird ass like fake PTR
Oh,
and
I
fake
know.
name
Oh,
on
I
here
know
talk
her.
shit?
Oh no, Rob. Anybody,
L'Oreal,
you
like,
know, I
you's a
know these.
clown. You's a weirdo, bro.
I know her. She been around
Man
for
or
a long time.
female, like, I don't give a fuck, man. Like, y'all weird as hell. Ain't nobody about to go back and forth for her weird ass.
Well, Fashawn, for one, he doesn't come in my room unless there's numbers in this room anyway. A lot of y'all don't. I don't
Yeah,
see y'all come in my room unless
Fashawn
there's
just took the
numbers.
high road and left, Jen. I'll text him and tell you when I'm back.
But y'all don't come in my rooms unless y'all see some numbers. If this room ain't 100 or 100 people, I don't see none of y'all Negroes in my room at all. So like, then when you want to come in here, if Fashawn want to say something and leave, I'd rather him don't even come in my rooms at all. He didn't even give Pink Pill a time to respond. And L'Oreal, whatever, she been around me for a long time on here. Some of these people don't want to, let y'all know who they are. She been like this since day one on the app. She don't really expose herself on this app. But I don't like the fact that y'all come in here and y'all be talking all this shit, but y'all don't fuck with me for real. Y'all only come in here when there's numbers in the room. Come on, let's be real. Don't come over here and try to take over some shit and learn how to have a conversation with these women. These are you talking to grown women in here. We could talk, but don't trip since Fashawn did that and didn't get